Alright, so this is our auger. It's a Jiffy Stealth STX. Okay, and there are many different parts on this auger that you should familiarize yourself with before you come down and drill some holes for your lesson. So the parts of the auger include the gas cap vent. Okay, this needs to be open whenever you're starting it, and when you're storing it, you're going to twist this back to closed. Okay, so we have the on-off switch. Now it's pretty obvious if you want to start it and run it, it needs to be in the on position. We have the choke. You use the choke when you're just starting up the auger to warm it up a little bit, and then you flip it up to run for maximum efficiency. This is the compression button. When you pull to start, what will typically happen is this button will pop out. So while you're starting it, press it in one time. Okay. So here is the spark plug. You always make sure that this is nice and tight. Here is the exhaust. Now if you notice, there is some melted coat on this exhaust. That's because when somebody was starting it, they leaned it against their coat. So whenever you're running it, you want this part to be clear of not only your coat, but make sure that you're also not putting exhaust in the direction of the students. You have the acceleration bar right here, or the throttle. You have the pull start. Okay. And then down here, this is the business end of the auger. We have the auger itself, and at the bottom of the auger there is a cap that covers the sharp blade. Alright, so we're going to start this puppy up. So to start this, you need to make sure that the gas vent is open. The on-off switch is in the on position. The choke is down in the choke position. The compression button is in, okay, and we also want to make sure we have a nice firm grip right here on the auger handles. Now what's going to happen is we're going to grip this right here, the start, and we're going to pull it with small pulls towards our chest. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that the blade cover is on the blade. This will protect it from any damage inside of the boathouse. It'll also protect the boathouse from any damage from the auger. Now as you notice, the way that it's sitting, this is the gas cap, and the gas cap is towards the top of the auger when it's stored. So the gas cap is on the top, it's tight and closed. We're in the off position, and if this is hot, we don't want the exhaust or the carburetor to lean against anything in the boathouse while we're storing it. The auger isn't working. It's a common theme that happens, but don't panic. You're going to be okay. Here are a few things to do to check before you radio for help. 1. Make sure that the gas cap lid is open. 2. Make sure that the on-off switch is in the on position. 3. Make sure the compression button is pressed in. 4. Is the choke in the choke position? 5. Is the spark plug tight? 6. Is the blade cover still on? 7. Are we on a lake? Yep. And then finally, 8. Is there fuel in the gas tank? Yup. After checking all of these things, it should run like a champ.